Yeah, okay, I know, but like, can I take a single day out from making lore videos and shit? What? Huh, a new update. I'm like, shit ton of lore, oh my god. Okay, fine, I will make a video. Are you okay? From fixing up the telescope to Optimus Prime being a guy from Fortnite storyline, telling us that the last reality are returning next season, to the corrupted 7 possibly with them too, and on to discovering the secrets of this cloaking device and much more. So grab your popcorns and let's begin with the luminaries and the telescope. The telescope is being cleaned up by the explorers currently, while they're also finding the important broken pieces needed to fix the thing up and make it work again. And by finding a Dr. Slone log, we discover even more.
I officially declare my physical recovery complete. I'm a little creaky, but I've got a mission. My investigations into the apparatus have been interrupted by a small army of explorers. I've made contact as a possible expert for their team. If I can convince them to excavate the site, I can get the apparatus working. I need to figure out how to power this thing.
Dr. Sloan, before getting bonked by the mech, closed the door of the tank and staying in a safe place of it. Since like IO themselves made this mech, so their tanks and tech is really strong, a bonk like that won't be able to completely crush it. But still, the falling and this damaged the tank a lot and the Sloan inside of it, which the same tank actually was pulled into the map in the fracture event. Exactly why it can be found in the map now with a Sloan. Sloan was saved thanks to Relic, and with his help and probably Trace too, she's getting back into shape, healthy and ready for action. But the most important thing revealed about her today is how Sloan is trying to fix up the telescope, make it work again, so she can exactly see what this historic world and the people of it use this great telescope for. She also, just like how I showed, says a group of explorers have taken over this place, but she has plans to use this to her advantage. That use probably would be through Trace, a luminary member who's located right near the telescope, taking care of it, showing me how since it's a luminaries and these logos are so similar. At this point, these guys are for sure a faction of luminaries which do exploring and more, and either Sloan joins them, they help Sloan to discover the secrets, or she gets help from Trace alone for that. Which, talking about that, yet another kinetic or prism has been found, and we take it to Trace for fixing up the telescope, and he gives us this information when doing that, which let's see. Ah yes, very interesting. It's a goddamn telescope, I can see it, I got some eyes, I'm not that dumb. Give me some useful information of the 5 realities, god damn it. I swear I'm not dumb, or am I? I don't know anymore. And before we keep going, these thingy things just came out of nowhere, and then there's like a man made out of shoes, and then his body, their fingers like a ball basketball. What is how does that even work? That's so cool. And then like this other one is just made out of your dad going to get the milk, is just cum. A glider, that's so cool. Use code sign when buying these, because like save the more dailies are dead, and because of that I'm gonna go hopeless. Please help me. Optimus Prime also seems to be part of the Fortnite storyline now, saying that the time has come and this is my new friend Come. I never thought I would say those words one day, but let's hear what my man has to say.
My awesome smaller son will now hit the gritty just for you.
Now, god damn it, not that one.
I have been in contact with the one you call Sloan, and while she may be an unlikely ally, she alone knows the path forward.
Last time he told us using a car radio how this island and reality is in great danger. This time he's saying how we need to follow Sloan and help her to figure everything out to find a way out of this big danger, confirming how she will be the main focus for now, and her wanting to fix up the telescope will answer so many important questions. While the Optimus talk makes me think of 2 things. Dr. Sloan will either see into 5 realities with this telescope, confirming what I have been saying and explaining in this video, which has a really high chance, Or she will look into the nothing reality and the void with no stars. See how the last reality seems to be heading into us and reaching here for the next season. And try to find ways against them or stop them. Both are very possible outcomes, but there is more about Optimus Prime. Just like when we grabbed the mythic on this place, activating Optimus Prime and teleporting him here. This time there is a zero crystal on it instead. This zero crystal comes from the desert biome and sands in season 5 chapter 2. Which this should mean just like how last time Optimus Prime was brought here. These are teaser builds up to the final realm of the 5 realities, a chunk of it coming into the island next season, a desert reality added into the map to complete the 5. And just like this scene, grabbing the zero crystal activates the portal once again.
I am Optimus Prime. The power that once flowed through your island has faded, and formidable enemies have taken notice. You must brave the unknown. The answers you seek lie deep within the starless void that brought you here.
Optimus Prime speaks through it with a message once that happens, and tells us how the power that once flowed through this place in the island is gone now. To me, it feels like he's talking about the 0 point and how it has locked itself currently, and its power kept in there safe. So that might have broken the power which used to stop last reality from getting into reality 0. And now they have noticed it, as Prime said. Then he says brave the unknown. This unknown was talked about first by the Nothing himself at season 4. The unknown is probably either the origin story of Fortnite and why exactly everything is happening, or the Nothing reality itself, one of those. Because after it, Optimus Prime says that our answers lie deep within the starless void. The starless void is the realm beyond realities, the Nothing reality. It is the void and darkness which all realities are found and made within it. The answers Prime is talking about should be the same ones that Dr. Sloan is trying to reach using the telescope. The answers which we will get once this telescope is fixed and used. Which again, this could mean two things. First of all, it should probably mean that this telescope probably has the power to look further beyond this reality and to see things and other realities. Since all realities are kind of like bubbles or black holes found in the Nothing reality, this telescope could very well let us see the 5 realities, the main realms of Fortnite Omniverse that I talked about in this video. And at the same time to see the huge last reality army and how currently they are moving towards us to invade the island once more. But what we see through this telescope should be the answers we seek. The imagined order also should probably return in the next season to prepare a huge war against the last reality. Because the new Fortnite Marvel comics are releasing really soon, and the name of these comics is Order Restored. Based on the theories I have made, this should mean that Geno along with Io are coming to the island to take over and evolve it once more and get ready to save us from the last reality. This theory is even more possible now because it has been leaked that Gunner and his mythic will be returning next season. My man, the only one who had the highest chance to be fully dead in Zero Wars. That man is still lived on, and you guys are saying that Imagine is dead? Hell no, she's definitely alive. No way. How many things do you need? She's alive. Listen, she's alive. No way. No way! You can even talk to a Sloan using Gunner in the map, and a Sloan talks about how she's done with the IO, how she's leaving it. Not really sure if she will join them next season to fight against the last reality or not even for that. But seems like this also was a teaser to how Gunner still is alive then. Pick! Feed me more Foundation and Gunner beating each other up lore! Content like it's WWE or something! Talking about Foundation, his mythic weapon along with Ziggs has been leaked to return in the next season. That means that yeah, the last reality where the IO war begins from the next season with us trying to push them outside of the map till the Great War happens in chapter 5. And our only hope against them being Geno and Sloan probably, since based on the storyline of chapter 4, anymore. The 7 should be corrupted and mindless soldiers of the last reality now. So the Foundation and the 7 members returning next season won't be really on our side anymore. They will be controlled and fighting us. They will be soldiers of the nothing with no free will. Except Paradigm, she's safe. And Scientist has like a slight chance to be safe too, since Amy went to save him, but if she failed, Amy might help us in the next 2 seasons then to free and save the 7 from the corruption of the nothing. Or I don't know anymore, maybe they're just gonna show all of the things I said, saving the 7 out of corruption in like that comic, the Order Restored comic Marvel coming, and they're just fine coming next season. So we get like the normal Foundation, not the corrupted Foundation. I don't know anymore. Talking about this, fun fact, the Beach Bomber skin got a new style for the summer. And this skin is like filled with Fox Clan tattoos and icons just everywhere on it. This is really interesting because we know how close Bright Bomber got with Drift in season 5. And seems like they're together now, how Bright Bomber also might be like a Fox Clan member, maybe because of it. Her connections to Drift and how it feels like that she has been an IO agent because she's like Ramira's might mean maybe she gave the mask to Drift, and as Y said, turning Drift into a target because of it. I mean, it kind of makes sense. But also, even more important is how Relic has become a boss to fight along with a technology of his suit revealed to be a cloaking invisibility device. This technology takes the reflective kinetic ore and covers you with it, making the ore manipulate light and make what's inside of it invisible. This confirms how there's many versions of kinetic ore as I expected, and the 7 cloaking suit probably use like a more advanced version of the same technology. You even get a blue glow slightly once using this device, just like how the 7 do in the comics with it. So like there is a massive chance that the 7 suits are also built out of a version of the kinetic ore. But also an idea just came into my mind. What if Sloan and Oyo take the reflective kinetic ore and cover the whole island with it, making us go fully invisible in space to have more time for preparing a war against the last reality? I mean, like, think about it. Kinetic ore is heavily inspired by vibranium, and Wakanda did this exact same thing to keep themselves safe. So like that might be very well what we do going into chapter 5, who knows? Relic also can use rifts to teleport, like how the statues on the jungle also can rift you into the sky. That basically confirms how kinetic ore, as obviously shown by the rift gate, allows for opening rifts and reality travel as well. Another thing to point out is how similar the new Juice design is to the farm parts and the technology of it, especially her back pulling. This farm and grass biome comes from the same reality as Ageless's castle and the Oathbound. So like this could mean that our Juice is either a snapshot or the actual Juice herself living inside of Geno's reality for a while. And maybe because she's an engineer, she's the one who built this advanced technology used in the farm. So get hyped for the return of the last reality and the corrupted 7 and the Imagine Order. Also, to understand what I was talking about saying 5 main realities, click on this video on your screen. It explains to you why exactly these are the 5 main realities of Fortnite storyline and why they're so important.